double killer, bringing flavor to you. Deliver heat each week like it was catered to you. If it's real, best believe we gon' relay it to you. If it ain't the truth, I guarantee we ain't gon' say it to you. We use mics like girls use dildos. We gon' keep it coming till it's pouring out your ear holes. Orgasms, yeah, we been giving them. Them trash cans you listen to, get rid of them. Yeah, cause they don't sound like us. And if they do, then they don't break it down like us. They don't clown like us, get around like us. We from the city, but they don't go to town like us. The flavor we've been kicking is what you've been missing. Although it's free, we gon' make you pay attention. And there's one more thing that we forgot to mention. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and then listen. Bootleg Cable Podcast, flavor in your ear. Bootleg Cable Podcast.
This is Bootleg Cable Podcast, episode number I don't give a damn right now. I'm one of your co-hosts. This is P Double.
Co-host. I'm the other co-host. This is Killer Cal. Oh, I forgot my name and everything. We've been gone for a minute.
Yeah,
we back in this thing, man. I always like to kick off, man. If you're a first time listener, welcome to Bootleg Cable Podcast. You could been rocking with anybody, but you're rocking with us, and we appreciate that.
Definitely.
Just give us the opportunity to entertain you. And as always, go ahead and click like, follow, subscribe on the YouTube channel, subscribe on SoundCloud, and share with a friend, man.
Definitely.
Help us get this thing rocking.
And also, if y'all like the videos, man, if y'all enjoyed, if you laugh one time, hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it. What it does when you hit that thumbs up is that it widens the audience so that YouTube could see that it's a good video, and YouTube ends up opening up so that other people could see it.
Yeah, well,
so
we
please,
appreciate that. Please.
Definitely do that. That. Dude, so you know, like me, you've been talking about for a little while now. Your boy been trying to drop some LBs, right?
Yeah.
So in the mix of going to the gym and just going to the gym, eating a little bit better, doing this, I've been playing a lot of ball. So I started playing a lot of ball lately.
Okay.
Went to the basketball court the other day, right?
Yeah.
Out there balling with these young cats and all of that.
Full court?
I played full court like a couple weeks ago, but not this time.
Okay.
So this time it wasn't too many people at the court. It was just like me and there was like 14, 15-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It wasn't like, all right, you know, super duper competitive, like, yo, we trying to go at these cats type situation. It was just like, you know, all right, man, let me just be out here just moving around in my old bones in this old age.
Yeah, damn, man. So, when did it get to this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So after, you know, playing the game and all of that, I'm getting ready to bounce, right?
Right.
And we play with my ball the entire time. one of the damn pause.
Yeah.
One of the kids that was out there, I was like, yo, all right, man, let me get that ball. Let me get ready to get going. Dude gonna ask me, oh, is that your ball? I was like, yeah, that's my ball, man. Like, I'm walking out, I got my shit in my hand. Yeah, that's my ball. What kind of ball did you have? Like, dude, I was like, bruh, this is my basketball.
Yeah.
Well, are you sure? I'm like, dude, you sure what your fucking ball look like? Don't like.
Yeah. Don't question me about my.
Like, yo, I just bought this ball like a couple days ago, bro. Like, don't disrespect me like that by trying to make it seem like I'm trying to walk off with your ball or something, bro.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and then I guess I'm looking at it like, yo, this dude is younger than me.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Not to cut you off, but it's like, when you really like, yo, if I have to swing on this dude, I'm gonna go to jail.
Exactly, because he was probably like 16 or 17 at the most.
Yeah, but
this man was like,
I lose.
Yeah, like he questioning me like, yo,
yeah. You wanna.
What kind of ball did you? What kind? Like, dude, I'm not answering what kind of ball I got.
This is not the same era as like back in the day. Back in the day, you would liable to get your ass whooped back in the day. You know, back in our time. But nowadays, you know, this is going on World Star. They gonna have a picture of you. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't take them kind of chances. You know what I mean? It's swinging on a youngin for questioning your ass like that. But yeah, man. Yeah, that respect level ain't out there the same way no more, I don't feel.
I'm like, dude, I'm a grown ass man with a family and kids. What I look like out here stealing another nigga basketball?
But that's not even where I'm at with it. It's like, where is his ball?
His ball, like when he came to play with us, he threw his to the side, right? and we used mine the entire time. So as we using my ball, I grab my stuff and I'm like, yo, pass that. Passed it to me. One of the other kids passed it to me, and I'm walking out. And as I'm walking out the park, as soon as I get through the gate, he running up behind me with his ball in his hand. Oh, could I see that ball? No, you can't see this ball, bro. It's my shit.
Oh, I thought you was like, yo, all right, bro. Let me have that rock real quick.
Nah, I had it in my hand already.
Oh, you had it in your hand already. Okay.
And he looking at it like, yo, like I think that's my ball. Like, no, bro, it's not.
Oh man, you being an asshole then, Dub. Why you didn't show
mean?
the ball?
Huh?
Why you didn't show him the ball?
Hell no.
Like if he felt some type of way, like I'm just not sure that you have the correct ball, sir. I'm just not sure. I'm not saying you're stealing it.
That's your bad.
I'm not saying you're stealing it, but sir,
That's your bad.
yeah.
That's your bad. You should know what you brought to the park, bro.
Okay. All right.
Like don't.
I mean, yeah, you gotta put your name on it or something, like, you know what I mean?
if that's the case,
Yeah.
put your name on your ball.
Yeah, you gotta put your name on it. But at the same time, like, I get where you coming from in the sense, like, all right, look, you walking off with a ball. I am not 100% sure you got the right ball. Yo, real quick,
But I am though. I'm 100% sure that I got the right ball.
Okay, but how does he know that?
That's his fault.
Okay.
That's your problem.
All right, okay. All right, sorry, young man. We wasn't gonna swing on you for that, man. I thought you just trying to hold the ball, like, yeah. You sure this is your ball?
Nah. Like he trying to
Oh, okay. Like, yo, let me see that real quick, just to
compare.
Contrast. You know.
What kind of ball you got? I got my ball. That's what kind of ball I got.
Oh man, okay.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Shoot,
yeah.
speaking of basketball, man, you were caught in the games this week?
Nah, I wasn't able to, man. I haven't even caught a game this entire NBA season, to be honest with you. Nah, because I mean, as far as I heard, they're limited in the amount of games that they're showing on, like, TV. You gotta really buy like the NBA package to watch a lot of the games. So like on
Is
NBA,
that what they're doing now?
Yeah. NBA Network, they're showing less games. You know, like the Sun Network, which you show a lot of Heat games, they're showing less games. And I think
really?
TNT,
I was wondering what I felt like
so
that.
you feeling like you seeing a lot less games nowadays?
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to force people to buy like the NBA package and shit like that.
Oh man,
Buy
y'all can
limited
go to hell for that, bro.
The free games, man. Yeah, for real.
Ain't nobody trying to buy them
so
expensive
you're not gonna
ass
really,
packages.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not gonna really see a lot of the good matchups. You're gonna see a couple of the ugly matchups when you actually watch. Like I seen them like advertised the other day, like fucking goddamn, I forgot what team, man. It was just two trash ass teams. Like they try to make it seem like it was gonna be an epic game. Like
I watched what I saw. I saw Rockets
76ers versus motherfucking Orlando Magics. Like this shit ain't on.
what they showed the other night, they had Rockets versus the Suns.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all really playing the Suns on
Yeah,
national TV right now?
man.
What's going on?
Since Steve Nash left the Suns, man, I ain't watched a Suns game yet.
Exactly.
Amari was out of there. I haven't watched a Suns game yet, man.
Well, this week it was a couple of good games.
Yeah.
Boston beat whatchamacallit, Golden State.
Yeah, man.
That was
Boston looking like the truth out here, man.
Yeah. They playing real good ball. What it was, Cleveland came back on the Knicks. I don't know if that one was televised, and they also came back on Charlotte. That was a good little game between them.
Yeah.
What's his name? Kemba Walker hit LeBron with the fatality. Caught him a little body. But I guess with that now, I was trying to ask you how you feel about how the game is being refereed, and I guess it's not even
not the one to ask right now.
But I'm saying it's not even this season specific, because you know how they've been talking about how the game is getting soft.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
What do you think is causing the game to get soft?
It's causing the NBA to get soft. I mean,
because if you think about it, they talk about, oh, this player could have never played in the 80s, and that player could have never played in the 80s.
Honestly, HDTV.
Is what causing it to get soft.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Hey, back in the day when you used to watch the game on TV, you would have seen all the little intricate, say fouls and everything.
Okay.
Right now, everything is just bright and crystal clear.
It's like you looking at that joint back in the day. It's like, yo, what happened right there?
Yeah, they got a camera that'll change the angle. You can see if his shoe touched the line or not. And you know what I'm saying? If his finger really touched his elbow, like you can't miss nothing no more. So like everybody, the people watching at home is now the referee. let alone the people in
They showing it 100 times.
Yeah,
like,
they showing it over.
Like yo, came off his middle finger on his right hand.
And they
Like, yo, I saw it.
show the Matrix view and shit.
You see it going back and forth.
Yeah. Neo don't hit the dodging the bullets and all that, man. You know, it's wild. So everybody's a referee now. So
I think that, and I think the refs is definitely making the game soft. Like when I watch the game, I'm watching even I think last night's the Pelicans played somebody. I forgot who it was. I watched a couple minutes of like the first couple of quarters or whatever, or first quarter, and it's like a big man can't even get down low and establish position without the referee blowing the whistle.
right, that's what I'm saying. They can't get physical no more.
But what? Okay, I understand what you're saying as far as what we're seeing at home, but that doesn't change what the referee in person is seeing. You know what I mean? So I look at it and I say like, yo, sometimes with the game you gotta let them play. Like, yeah, they're gonna complain, but after a while they're gonna get used to it. Like, let an elbow go here and there, let a shoulder go here and there. Like, let these cats play ball. Like, stop calling them little touch fouls, especially when cats be flopping.
At this particular point, like, how do you go back in as even the NBA commissioner and have that meeting with the referees and say, listen, we're just gonna let some of these things go? Like, how do you do that?
You just do it, man.
Just like, so you actually say, look, we're gonna have to let some of these things go. Like, when
man,
do you decide what's
ease up on? Like, if it's not, if you calling a block or dude blocked the ball and he get a little bit of his wrist. Like, dude, if whatever foul you's calling is not significantly altering what's going on in the play, don't call it. Look at
because when you're at the ball court playing ball on yourself and you call like a foul, the only fouls you gonna call if you ain't a bitch ass nigga is the fouls like when the dude like literally hacked you.
Exactly.
But, you know what I'm saying? You would hate the cats like foul,
like, or when the game closed.
Yeah, when the game closed. I can't miss the winning shot, bro. Foul.
That's the only time you call it a little bullshit call.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. So I think that they should, if it's not like if it don't alter the play significantly, and if the dude is not, you know what I'm saying, because some of these times. I forgot who it was. The Spurs was playing last night, and you got Ginobili. That dude flops as soon as you breathe on him. As a referee, you got to know that and stop calling them flops that he be flopping. Like, it's not fair to the integrity of the game to do that, man. Yeah. So I think that they need to come together and kind of change that up and see what it is. Yeah, but kind of, dude, like. I was talking, I guess last episode we was talking about this and shit, even in private. Yeah. 2017 is a real rapey year, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
man.
It just seemed like I feel like every week for the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, it's like a new list of people that come out that got rape allegations.
Yeah, but they're not getting raped in 2017.
Exactly.
It seemed like they've been getting raped for a long time, and these people the allegations are coming out about or have been raping for a long time.
Exactly.
So I think it's like, yo, okay, you monkey see, monkey do. I hate to make that analogy, and this kind of that is a messed up analogy to make. But one person sees somebody comes out, they're like, you know what, man, I'm coming forward too. You know, like, yeah, I'm not just gonna be the only victim out here, but yeah.
All right. So with that being said, I know those of you that follow Bootleg Cable Podcast, y'all already know how we feel with the whole rape situation, and you know we don't agree with none of this and this and that. But I guess my question is, what does it matter who the accuser is?
Does it matter who the accuser is?
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter.
I mean, who's accusing somebody of rape? I mean, if they feel as though it's true, no, it doesn't matter.
All right. So, does it matter? Does the public perceive the alleged rape or grope or whatever it is differently if this person is maybe in a line of work that's a little bit lesser than we would like to acknowledge? I mean, so like say, For this allegation, porn star Ron Jeremy, legendary porn star Ron Jeremy, has been accused of both rape and groping a woman or multiple women. They say over the years, I think they said raped
Ron Jeremy.
more than a dozen women.
Ron Jeremy out here raping women.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy, a porn star
Yes.
who had sex with, I guess, hundreds of women. I guess
Definitely in the thousands, probably.
in the
by
thousands,
now.
probably by now.
Yeah.
Is out here raping.
Yes. That's what
Okay.
they say. Allegedly.
All right. So what the point that you were trying to make for if somebody in a lesser profession, like what's this person's profession that you're
Porn star.
so
Sorry.
hold on. So a porn star was raped by Ron Jeremy.
Correct.
I don't think that's rape.
So
That's more like shoplifting.
all right, so it's oh man, yo. So Jennifer Steele, whoever that is, right? Mm-hmm. It says she claims that Ron Jeremy, who's 64 years old now, raped her twice in December 1997 at a photo shoot and at his apartment. Right?
Yeah.
Her quote was, he kind of keeps going and pretends like you didn't say anything." So I'm sitting here trying to picture this traumatic situation happening to you, and I'm trying to empathize, but
Yeah.
hold on. He kind of just keeps going and pretends you didn't say anything, is what she said. Wow. She said she met her at some kind of cabaret in Oregon. She claims she asked him for help breaking into the industry. He invited her to his Los Angeles home to meet producers. Allegedly, he shut her in the bathroom with him. Her quote is, he was like, "I need to look at your ass so I can get hard for the photo shoot." That's what he told him. He told her. She said, then it turned into him basically sticking it in without me knowing what was happening.
So y'all both butt ass naked in this bathroom is what I'm hearing.
Yes. He brings you in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He tell you he want to look at your ass so he can get hard for when because y'all about to have sex right now.
Yeah. So they about to have sex.
I don't know.
She's breaking into. If it says she's breaking into the industry, I'm just responding to the article. She's breaking into the industry. So
Yes.
I'm guessing the industry
industry
is the porn industry.
Yes.
So she's out. She is down for sex for pay. However, he is.
So I guess.
I mean, he was just testing the product. Like, yo, she want his advice.
So I guess in this situation, he was like, "Yo, just go ahead and bend over. I need to look at your ass or whatever." She's like, "All right." So she bent over, and then he just, bam, go ahead and stealthed, I guess.
He stealthed it.
And then it says she did it without her knowing what was happening. I'm saying to myself, like,
yeah, how do you not?
This is Ron Jeremy.
Yeah,
and,
I seen Ron Jeremy, bro.
Y'all done seen Ron Jeremy before.
Yeah.
How did you not know what was happening?
That's wild. That is wild. So
and then she said, "I said flat out no. It stopped, but it didn't stop as soon enough after I said no."
oh man, I mean, look. At the end of the day, I mean, we making jokes, but no does mean no.
I agree.
No should mean no.
I agree.
But I mean, like that. This is a conversation I had with a couple people the other day, and what? Yes, go ahead.
I'm add on more to what's going on here.
Okay.
So that same night after that happened.
Oh yeah, it went. She
stayed with him.
Stayed with him
at his apartment,
and then it happened the next morning.
And she said it happened. She claims he raped her again. So let's just put this into perspective. And like I said, I'm not sitting here trying to justify anything that this dude did.
Yeah.
But let's just think about the victim here for a second.
Yeah.
One, you trying to break into the industry,
the
porn industry, we assume.
Yes.
Unless
I would assume before you got to Ron Jeremy, you did a couple things already.
Exactly.
Right.
So he asked you to show him your ass. This is not a normal situation.
Yeah, in
where
a bathroom with
it's just a random woman.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Oh, come into the bathroom and show me your ass so I can get hard for this scene."
Right.
So she did this now. He put it in. All right. He did that without your consent. You said, no, nah, I'm not with this.
Yeah.
It stopped. Like you said, maybe 2 or 3 pumps, 4 or 5. I don't know. It stopped. Then you decide to go and stay with this same guy that you claim just raped you that same day at his apartment later on in the evening.
Yeah. That's not rape, man.
Okay.
I can't call that rape. Just like I'm saying, like, I don't think it's possible to rape a porn star or a hooker. Like, that's not rape. That's shoplifting. Like, that's a product. And Ron Jeremy just shoplifted a little bit. That's about all.
I want to test it out and see what.
He just tested out the product, man.
And then some other chicks was talking about, groping and photo shoot here and there. He might have grabbed the ass or a titty. And then other chicks said that, his response to it was,
Oh, he responded?
yeah. He says, as for the groping, I say yes, I am a groper. And by groper, I mean I get paid to show up at these shows, events, and photo shoots and touch the people and they touch me. I'm not the young stud I was, but I still draw a crowd. And we're talking about things that are within reason in front of police officers and security that are always there, as well as the tons of the cameras and the general public, he said. But seriously, if you're going to be around Ron Jeremy, this is him talking, wouldn't you assume that I'd be a little touchy-feely? Yes. Yeah. He said, this is what he said,
this is Ron Jeremy speaking about Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. He says, this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I'm not Kevin Spacey. Shots fired. I'm not Louis C.K. Double shots fired. I'm not Harvey Weinstein or Bill Cosby. Ron motherfucking Jeremy.
Ron motherfucking Jeremy. And Ron Jeremy, Ron Jeremy slangs it, bro. Fuck it. You know
okay.
So Ron Jeremy don't knock a couple off, man. Ron Jeremy he ain't Kevin Spacey, you know what I mean? And he's not touching on little boys.
Yeah.
And he's not, I mean, like, if it was coming out that he was doing this at Walmart, then I'd be like, damn, Ron, you out here wilding, like,
yeah, but it's
time to
within,
retire. But you're touching, you know what I'm saying? Like you playing against other players. Like, you're not.
I think you nailed it on this one, bro.
Yeah.
You're playing against other players, bro.
Yes.
I think you can't. We just talked about basketball earlier.
Yeah.
You can't fault a nigga for playing a pickup game before the real game.
Right, yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He ain't going like to the kids' playground, man. You know what I'm saying? He coming to the gym with
and like I said, once again, man, I'm not trying to justify anything that he's doing or did or whatever. I'm not trying to justify anything that any of these dudes did.
All right.
But at the end of the day, like, this woman, I feel like you kind of sort of know what you got yourself into.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I done seen behind the scenes stuff on porn shoots or whatever, stuff that goes on. Like, dude, it's you getting paid to go there to have sex with a random dude that you don't know.
Right.
So obviously you're okay with a little bit of extraness going on.
Right. Exactly.
I would think you would be okay with that if you, we got this shoot coming up. It's going to be Ron Jeremy. You're interested? All right.
Yeah.
I'll go there.
And that's it. You should expect what you expect, man. It's going down like that.
And if I done watched, or what I told you I was watching the Rocco documentary.
Oh yeah.
And they explain. They say, okay, it's going to be anal. It's going to be DP. We're going to be doing this. We're going to they explain that to you before you even go there. And the girl was just sitting there like, okay, yeah, I'm down with that. How much is it going to be? All right.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, okay, is it a situation where they go and it's like, all right, all of this starts at 9 p.m. We have a 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. Window where this kind of stuff can go.
Yeah,
like
anything after that's overtime.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta pay me for overtime after that. After I clock out, nigga, this is not called work. This is called rape.
Oh man. So
but, yeah, man. But all right, well, as far as rape culture goes, I mean, like, what ownership do you put on us as a generation? Like, what would you say like our contribution to the rape culture is? Because I mean, like, I think a lot of the material that's out there, as far as like the music content, the music video content, and just us out here wilding, like what I mean. Like if I think about it, like like back in the day when we used to go to the club and Back That Ass came on or something like that, like these girls was getting thrashed on that song, what I mean? I'm like, and you don't see dudes do some extra shit out there in the club or whatever during that time. Yeah. So I feel like all that is a part of rape culture to me.
But it is. But if you think about it, man, a lot of it's been going on.
Right, but there's been going on justify it continuing to go on.
No, but you said specifically our generation.
Yeah, so
So basically we were they just handed the rape culture down to us, basically. Because if you think about it, back in the days, they was more creative with how they spoke about certain things.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't like, what I'm saying, shawty go and bust it open, let me, you know what I mean? It wasn't
and that's what I mean,
like that.
The songs, everything are really explicit. And it's really inviting that type of behavior.
Exactly.
So, there's, rape culture in itself, like talking about running trains on chicks and all that and that, and just thinking about it now, it's like it sounded exciting and fun back in the day, but now you like, I guess because keep it real, I got a daughter now, so now I think about that type of language going towards a female, and it's like and I'm saying, like, what is somebody speaking about my daughter in that manner?
I agree with you, man, definitely. It's definitely alarming, some of the stuff that you see is going on. And I think at the end of the day, we just need to educate ourselves. And when I say educate ourselves, we need to be a little more, I guess, sensitive to what's going on out here in the world. We need to be more aware that this is not the correct behavior. Yeah. Like I was just saying, the whole Ron Jeremy situation, not trying to condone anything that he did, but at the same time, if my daughter was in that same position, I would hope that she knows what she's getting into. I would hope that that you're hanging around a porn star in a situation that you might not want to be in, if that's the case. Or, sometimes a lot of this stuff, it's not. I'm sorry,
the conversation started before she got to hanging around porn stars, but go ahead.
Yeah, I feel you. But I'm saying it's not. Sometimes you don't get no pre-warning. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a creepy, disgusting person. That's acting a way that he know that he ain't supposed to be acting, or I guess a way that he can't control or whatever.
Right. But those are the people that we need to get the fuck up out of there. Those are the people that get out the world. Those are the true rapists out there. But what I'm saying is, as a culture, as a generation, like some of the things that we allow or we condone as far as the music content and everything like that is still rape culture. It's still, we still pushing these things out there now for the younger generation to keep continuing with the behaviors that we did, or even more so. Because like back in the day, like we were exposed to porns and all these things, but now it's at the tip of a finger. You could Google a porn right now, like
definitely.
You just Google what you want to see and it pulls right up. So I feel like the younger generation is so exposed to everything.
I think it's kind of hard to get into because if we're not mistaken, from the beginning of time, women have always been objectified,
right?
And basically, I guess you can call it a tasteful objectification. Back in the days, but still, women were always objectified. Right now, the bathing suits done got skimpier. The stars, so to say, the Kim K's of the world, the Black Chynas, the Cardi B's, all of these different women, whoever else you want to name, a lot of them that are on top now is over sexualized. Lil' Kim when she came out, all of these women over sexualized, and it was just a gradual progression from back then until. And like I said, I'm not trying to.
No. I mean, we just continue to have the conversation. We're
Yeah.
just trying to have a real conversation.
Yeah.
It's not about what you're trying to do or not. I mean, let them just dissect that if they want to. But go ahead. No, I'm feeling what you're saying.
But yeah, it from back then until now, women have been objectified, and now we just a lot more loose with it than, I guess, culture or more conservative people would like us to be.
All right. So that's that. And I mean, yeah, you're 1,000% right with that. I mean, like, women has always been objectified, and it's been a part of humanity since humanity was humanity.
Yeah.
However, what I'm seeing now with the generation that's coming up now is just the over exposure of these things.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Is like there's no mystery anymore. I feel like there's no more room left to wonder, and when you don't have nothing to wonder, you just wonder about what's not what you haven't seen, and that's why the envelope keeps getting pushed. And I feel like
I think what you're saying comes with technology.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it comes down to. If you think about let's say you go back to the 1950s.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was a little harder to get a photo developed. Mm-hmm. You had to get a photo developed. I had to take a picture with a camera. Yeah. And I had to take it somewhere, and somebody else gonna see it before I get that shit back.
Yeah, for real. I used to work at Walgreens in the photo lab.
Exactly.
Yo, the photo lab used to be lit.
Exactly. so just
I used to meet duplicates of all of them. And when they come and pick it up, I'm looking dead in their face like,
I know what you did.
What you did, fam.
So, like, think about that for a second. Back in them days, and I went a little far back, but like I said, 1950, 1960, 70, you had to take a picture with a camera, take it somewhere, somebody else sees it before you see it, and they give it back to you. Yeah. Or they give it to you. Not back. They give it to you.
Yeah.
So now you got phones. You take a picture. I look at my selfie. Nah, that wasn't good enough. Yeah. Let me take another one. You know what I mean? Different shit like that without nobody even seeing it.
Right.
Like I never have to take it anywhere to be seen. So now, and then you introduce social media into that, where you got people pissed off, they uploading stuff. You got creepy websites out there where dudes could go and upload pictures of their girl, and you know what I mean, all kind of stuff. And it it's just access to it is getting more easier.
The world's getting smaller and smaller.
And we just, like you said, we getting a little bit more desensitized to it because if you think about a rape, you think about you hear of someone got raped. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you'd have to see this on the news. You'd have to read it in a newspaper. Yeah. Or somebody would have to tell you before, you know what I mean, it happens. Now, it's instant, dude. You turn on your phone and you get a notification. Oh, this happened, that happened, blah, 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 blah. And it's just access to it. We get more desensitized. We didn't really speak about it, but even mass shootings and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is
just
true.
happening more.
We
just, what I mean?
It just happened the other day. Like some dude went to go kill his wife and then end up getting in a police chase, just shooting out his gun at random people driving by school.
Where you kill like 8 people or something like that.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, man. I mean,
and think about that story, for example. Like I said, maybe 20 years ago, you'd have to wait until the next day to hear that story.
Yeah, right.
Now you hear it or you see videos of it minutes after it happened.
Yeah, minutes or as it's happening.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes, high speed chase in my area, got gunshots going off. Bloop, they upload it to Facebook. This person shared, that person, and it's right there in front of your face. So, like I said,
so
man,
I mean, it's a different world that we're dealing with, for sure.
So, I guess what I was trying to say with that is that if we're going to talk about rape culture, we got to talk about the entire culture together because it's not. You can't really separate it. It's all encompassed or whatever.
Okay. Good word, Stephen A. Smith.
I was going to talk about this or do you want to talk about this dude? This anti-LGBT?
Nah, I mean, all right, go ahead, bro. I mean, we could let like 2 or 3 jokes fly off of this cat. So what was this? Anti-LGBT
politician from Ohio.
Who's a big advocate on preaching against homosexuality, et cetera, et cetera. And he makes that the staple of his politics. And he basically was caught having sex with a man.
Wes Goodman. Caught having sex with a man inside his office, and basically.
So I guess the question is, whoever is the loudest about this stuff is like, how could you speak on something that you're so about? How could you speak negatively? I guess because within yourself the bullshit that this is, so you could speak up more about it because that's what you were with. Because
is that what we do? Like we try to deflect our bullshit on anybody else.
Well,
so,
or
onto everybody else.
Or maybe you're able to like speak so objectively because you know the emotions and what I'm saying that goes into this. That way you could, because it's not the first time something like this has come out.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, like I like even with the rape culture thing that we was just talking about, like I wanted to shit on hip hop for all this stuff, but I'm like, damn, man, I listened to all that junk. Like I'm probably gonna play back that ass up right after this. So like,
yeah, but you're not gonna go out and force somebody to back that ass up after you listen to the song, though. You know what I mean?
Nah, but like a couple drinks in me, and you know what I'm saying, dirty wine come on, like I can't be standing here without. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, for these somebody like that who's a politician, you're living your life in the public. Yo, you have so much to lose. How do you do that? How does somebody do that?
And to be honest with you, he had to be a real creep with it because you got caught in your office.
Yeah,
having sex with a man. Your office.
Yeah,
you're a public servant, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So, all right. So forget all that. The article itself, right?
Yeah.
I think that whoever wrote this article is trolling.
Yeah, I feel so too, because he hit a couple basicallys and
that and it says like this part is the one that killed me. It says Mr. Goodman, whose Twitter biography describes him as, quote, Christian, period, American, period, conservative, period, Republican, period, husband to @Beth1027.
Oh wow. Dang. So his Twitter and all that got shut down. So you gonna see @Beth.
So whoever wrote this article posted or wrote
he didn't say her name. He gave her @.
He gave her @. So people is gonna be hitting her in her mentions now because of this article. Like that's, for me, that's some hard ass trolling, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man.
But you know what I mean?
All right, so I mean, is the down low brother, or you know what I'm saying, the down low person, is you think it's possible to be that much on a down low without your spouse knowing?
If your spouse,
I don't know about that life, but you know, who knows? Because you know, everybody lies and shit.
I feel like if your spouse really knows you, there's no way that you can keep it away from her.
That's what I'm saying. So I would assume that his spouse knew that the kind of person he is.
@Beth1027.
@Beth1027 knows Mr. Goodman.
Was a down low brother.
It was a down low name. I ain't gonna say brother, but yeah, Mr. Goodman.
So like, is he like, bisexual or is he gay?
I think if you're having sex, you're gay, bro. I don't think there's no such thing as bisexual. You're just gay.
For men.
Men, yeah. Women, you can be a bisexual if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But for men, yeah. Once you get poked, that's it, bro.
Ain't no joke.
Can't say you're sorry after that.
All right, man. Fuck that politician.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Moving on to some hip hop shit, bro.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, Meek Mill got locked up, and basically, he was on probation. First of all, he got locked up. his probation is something that's stemming from charges that he had now. Correct me if I'm wrong, like almost 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he had like a gun possession and something like that almost 10 years ago, which he served time for.
Yeah.
Came out of prison and I guess was on parole,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess violated his parole or probation at the time.
Yeah.
Went to prison for some more time,
Yeah.
and then came back out again,
Mm-hmm.
and then now he's going back a third time
For violating
for the
it.
same charges from back in 10 years ago. How do we feel about that specifically? At the end of the day, I understand that he's a grown man and he's responsible for his own actions, right?
Well, what was the violation that he had the second time around?
I don't know that I'm sure it's a timeline that we can go and pull up somewhere and kind of find out. But
Because I mean, the third violation, the one that he's going in for now for popping wheelies, like that's wild
yeah,
that he's going in for popping wheelies. But I want to know what happened prior to that.
shoot, man, I don't know. Like I said, I'd have to
we'd have
find
to.
the timeline or whatever.
Yeah, hit us up on Bootleg Kid Boss. Yeah, comment on it.
let us know what he did the second time
Yeah.
to go to prison.
Right. So I mean, yeah, that's so. I like how you just broke it down to me. I mean, I really didn't really think about it on that, you know what I'm saying, level where it's like, yo, you're basically going to jail for a third time for the same shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like it's like would you punish your kid for something that they did 10 years ago based on the fact that they didn't clean up their room last night?
Exactly. That's basically what this is.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you ain't clean. You know, I ain't forgive you for that for 10 years ago, and you out here not cleaning up your room. Nah, it's done.
I caught you 10 years ago. You snuck out the house.
Yeah,
I told you you got to keep your room clean forever.
yeah, forever.
As long as you in this house, you got to keep your room clean.
Yeah,
You ain't keeping it clean, so
Yeah.
you in trouble again now. You grounded. You can't go nowhere.
can't go nowhere. That's it.
Like my thing with this is when is enough enough? Like when we talk about punishment, like I have a whole different view of the whole justice system, right? I think that the only people that should be in prison are the people that commit like heinous crimes.
Yeah.
Or it should be a maximum, or I can't get my thoughts together right now, but like let's just say you shouldn't be able to get life for selling drugs.
All right. Okay. So
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I hear you. Okay. So let's get off that. And I'm trying to play devil advocate a little bit.
Okay.
You're a gun owner. Or you with people carrying weapons that are not registered.
Nah.
So what kind of punishments is somebody with a weapon that's not registered receive?
I don't
Especially if they've been caught for selling drugs and et cetera, et cetera.
I don't want to relate the two. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to.
why?
Why? I mean, you're having a weapon that is not registered. So that means if you're not saying that, then you're saying that it's okay for somebody to have it. What if this person kills somebody that you know or love, but they can't put a name to the face or anything like that because this is not a registered weapon.
Well, it's not necessarily about the weapon being registered. I guess it's
Not illegal.
him illegally.
Yeah.
He bought whatever.
So yeah, you have a legal firearm. So.
All right. So your initial question is, how long should somebody go to prison for that?
Yeah.
Let's just say 2 years. I think that's more than enough time.
Okay.
And I think after that person gets out of prison, it should be it. That's it. They went to prison for this shit for 2 years. Hopefully they learned their lesson, unless they get caught with another gun or, you know what I mean? Something, I don't know. But my thing is that when is enough enough? Like this y'all been dragging this on for 10 years now.
I mean, somebody has to be the example, bro. Somebody. It's not. This is we're they're holding Meek Mill, but this is as a public service announcement to everybody else. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
Because it's other people out here that like I think academics talked about this, Joe Budden, that he got more chances than the average person would have got. Like I wouldn't have got that many chances. I understand that.
Yeah.
And I agree that he got money, he got lawyers, this and that, so he was able to get more chances than the average person. He's a public figure, he does more for the community, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. All right, I get it. But at the end of the day, prison to me is not set up to rehabilitate anyone.
Yeah, okay.
That's just my opinion. It's not. Most people go to prison one kind of criminal and come out a whole different kind of criminal.
Or they come out like Gucci Mane.
There you go. Married to Keisha Kaur. Getting millions of dollars.
Yeah. Swole as hell. Got new teeth.
He the exception, not the
Your
rule.
English done changed. You know what I mean? Like,
You're
I mean,
close.
like, all right, look, and the thing about it is, like, I rather be fighting for the average man or, you know, somebody out there this happens to, you know what I'm saying, than Meek Mills. Because just going to that. Go ahead.
I agree with what you're saying, but what happens is because this is Meek Mill, it trickles down to the average man.
I mean, but that's not true, because what we were saying before that, the average man is not getting the chances that Meek Mills is getting.
Exactly. So
the average man is getting worse than that.
I agree. So what happens with cases like this is that a higher profile person, you expose those injustices, and hopefully the thought process is that will cause change for the entire system, and it will eventually trickle down to the average person.
I think the truth is, man, Meek Mill is gonna have more money when he come out of jail than he had when he went in. It's facts.
But
His
so
image is gonna go up.
Okay, so
People glorify that. Going to jail is like a badge of honor, damn near.
going to jail for busting willies, nigga, like
Yeah, I mean, is this gonna be going to jail?
Even me saying it like how I just said it is kind of fucked up. But let's get off Meek Mill for a second.
Yeah,
Wasn't Khalif Browder the average man?
right. That's what I'm saying.
So you think that exposing his situation, do you
Right.
think his situation being exposed, do you think that that's going to cause any kind of positive, do you think that it's causing any positive change in the justice system? Not that me and you follow shit like this closely, but from what you know about that situation, do you think that that's causing a positive change in the justice system?
No, I don't. I mean, like, I'm glad Jay-Z put out the documentary that he did, and then the exposure got to Khalif Browder. I feel like, yeah, I mean, we need to see more examples of that so that the positive change could happen. Because, you know what I mean? So I forgot who posted the other day. I don't know if somebody on my timeline or somebody I don't know. But I seen it was like, yo, all these people out here rooting for Meek Mill, get out of jail, da 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 da. And most of these people got, you know, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters.
And it ain't going hard for them like that.
It ain't going hard for them like that at all. And it's like, yo, like, why are y'all championing for Meek Mill, who is gonna come out and do a lot better? Like, let's bring up the injustices that's happening to people that we know.
Exactly. And that, what I'm saying to you is, in comparison to Meek Mill,
Yeah.
who the fuck is P Double? Nobody don't know that nigga.
Okay.
So if I bring up his injustice, who am I bringing up his injustice to? Who,
Right.
How is,
Right, but that,
unless,
what I'm saying
unless it's like an
what I'm
extreme
saying,
situation.
But the court or whoever is in charge or what have you, they're gonna if they're gonna lean or they're gonna make any kind of exceptions for Meek Mills, they're doing that for Meek Mills because this is a high profile situation and they don't want the bad press or whatever headaches it's causing them. They don't want it.
Yeah.
However, after that's said and done, it's not gonna change nothing in their system. They still gonna treat P Double worse than they was gonna treat Meek Mills.
I'd have to disagree. Not saying that the change is going to happen right then and there, but stuff like this needs to happen to people like Meek Mill. It needs to happen to high profile people so that the people that's out here voting, The people that's out here choosing the judges and all of this stuff can bring up issues when they have these town hall meetings and they say, what are you doing about mandatory minimums? What are you doing about people that's already served 5 years coming out and getting an extra 5 years of probation for basically a bullshit charge? What are you doing about these kind of situations? So they can reference a Meek Mill, they can reference Joe Smo or whoever it is, so that the justice system could look at it and be like, you know what, that's fucked up that this happened to this person. Let's try. Something needs to change. It needs to be the right person for it to happen to, for the change to get sparked. So I think that Meek Mill can be, and that's if he gets out and he starts being an advocate for a lot of this shit and start saying that, yeah, I accept my responsibility. I accept what I did to put myself in this position. But at the same time, I got to fight for other people who might be in the same situation that I'm in and try to spark that change. They got to start somewhere, bro.
Meek Mill ain't coming out saying none of that. Meek Mill's going to capitalize off that. He going to say, these crackers trying to put me in the system. Get him. Yo, listen.
They was out there singing the intro.
Yeah. They singing the song that opened into my credits. Yo, nigga, they don't give a Meek Mill ain't going to give no fucks about what happened to anybody else after this. He's gonna glorify this. He's gonna big this shit up. He's gonna feel like a hood hero out here. And yo, P Double is gonna get locked up, and he gonna get the same treatment he would have gotten 5 months ago and a year from now. It's gonna be the same shit.
We gotta be more optimistic.
You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Meek Mill's not the first high profile person to go to jail off some bullshit or deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, free Kevin Gates, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga in there for rape though, ain't he?
No, he got off. Watch this. He got off, and they was like, oh yeah, there was a gun charge that, you know what I'm saying, He got served for that now too. Then.
Oh, okay.
And then they shipped his ass off to Chicago somewhere. So
Drika holding him down. Drika got killed. Kevin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but not for Kevin Gates. But I'm just saying, there's tons and millions of people that these things happen to, and until we start valuing the common man's life as much as we value, I agree. These people. Trust me. People have to start giving more of a fuck about each other, man.
My thing is though, before we move on from this, is that this brings it down to the common man. This brings it so that,
how much do you care about somebody else that's outside of your family?
Not that much. I'm just keeping it 100. Listen, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. People need to start caring more about people.
My brother is serving a life sentence right now for a crime that he did not commit. Right. He was involved in this crime, but he did not commit the crime.
Right.
Therefore, he should not be serving a life sentence for the crime that he was accused and eventually, found guilty of.
Right.
So, I'm worried about that nigga getting the fuck out of prison.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
And at times when you speak, I forget. Yeah. That's in the back of your mind. And I feel you.
And then to be honest with you, even though my focus is on him trying to get out of prison, I still don't want to see that happen to anybody else.
Right.
Now, when you say how do we give a fuck about the next person or whatever, yeah, we do, but it's different when it's your people's. So.
But everybody's somebody's people's, though.
For example, so if I could get my brother's case big enough to go to the courthouse and hold up picket signs for and do all of that,
wouldn't you?
I'm gonna do it.
But wouldn't you rather that though?
Yes.
Wouldn't you rather that? So how do we get other people to do that if we don't start caring about others other than ourselves? Because somebody has to care about your brother to take that step to start doing that too.
Yeah.
So how do you get others to care enough about your brother if you don't start caring about others?
When you have high profile person in the same situation, and then they can kind of correlate the two. You got to get the white folks to care. Yeah. You got to get the white folks to care. So maybe white folks like Meek Mill. Maybe it's a lot of white
yeah,
folks
white
out
folks
there.
making money off Meek Will.
True.
So they need him out of there.
Exactly. So then,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But I don't want to be, but y'all know how we feel about this shit.
Yeah.
Drug culture in the hip hop game. Whoever Lil Peep is, R.I.P.
But whoever Lil Peep.
Whoever, I have never heard a Lil Peep song. I am never gonna go and search up a Lil Peep song. But I heard that this dude died from a drug overdose.
Yeah.
And according to, different social media posts that he did, it seemed like he was in a real dark place and before he overdosed. Now I'm reading that Lil Uzi Vert is taking steps to sobriety in the wake of Lil Peep's death. You heard maybe a week ago Wiz Khalifa saying that, sipping lean is whack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who's the other dude that overdosed didn't die from it, but had like a seizure or whatever.
True, Lil Wayne has some seizures.
Yeah, there was some other,
and even before Lil Peep, Pimp C died from a drug overdose. Mm-hmm. So how do we feel about drug culture in the hip hop game, especially now where before the drug dealer was glorified and now the addicts is being glorified?
I mean, it sounds stupid to me. It all is stupid to me, but it seems like it's something that's so accepted by the generation underneath us. Drugs is a part of their culture. It's a part of their world. Like it's like I don't know too many kids, or when I say kids, I mean like I'm speaking of like maybe from 25 and under that is just not about that drugs, not about these pills, not about, you know what I'm saying, being slumped, man. Like I don't know too many of them that ain't really about that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's I mean like it's wild, but I mean R.I.P. Lil Pit, whatever, Pump Peep. But I mean, niggas die every day, B. Like, this is not the first time somebody's overdosed off drugs. Like, drug overdose has been going on. Like, this is not just this generation. This has been going on for generations since drugs was popular, or even before that in rock and roll era. Yeah. To, like, it's been going on. It's not new. So, I mean, like you said about the internet and everything like that, everything getting overexposed. Like, we have more, easier access to see something like this, and we could hear more personal stories about these things happening. But however, it didn't just start.
Exactly. Even the last episode we was talking, I was saying that Eddie Griffin was talking about niggas going to the parties with the cocaine spoon on their necklace and all that stuff. So dude's been niggas die every day.
It's just they rapping now on it, like, you know what I'm saying, and they rapping about it and they doing their chants and just, the music.
One of my high school classmates actually died from a drug overdose, man. Yeah. A little while back, man. Shout out R.I.P. to him, man.
Yeah, I think I know somebody that passed away in a drug overdose as well. And
it sucks, man. But at the end of the day, hopefully somebody that's close to people like this who's struggling, hopefully y'all see the signs. Hopefully y'all know that something is wrong. And not just, especially for people like this dude who I guess was popping, and I guess he was making money and probably supporting people. You got to check them, man. At the end of the day, you got to check people and be like, yo, if I care about you, and I see you like, yo, man, this dude is just, yo, killer. Nah, you need to not be doing that, fam.
Somebody, you got to. That's what I'm saying. We need to learn to start caring about people's, other than, like your close family members. Man, everybody needs love. Everybody needs some kind of attention, and just listening more to, to see what is going on with somebody else, man. It's not going to take nothing from you to do that. Definitely, so we need to do that a little bit more. But speaking about that though, and something you sent me like a little while back about, the sagging the jeans culture that we had, or we still kind of have, and all that. Yeah. And just like looking at this generation and seeing like the what the hip hop culture is now, where it's like, from dudes is like 16, they're getting heavy tattoos on their neck, on their faces, and is the extreme, like, is that extreme, or is that hip hop now?
I think that's extreme, to be honest with you. I got tattoos. I got a tattoo on my forearm, but I would never put a tattoo on my face, bro. I feel like anything above your shoulders is extreme.
Yeah.
I think, once you like, I could put a long sleeve on and cover this up. And if I wanted to go to the extreme, I could put makeup on it and cover it up. You know what I mean? But once you got tattoos all in your face and doing to me, that's extreme. Like, I think that you need to be super duper secure in whatever it is you're gonna do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
To be tattooing 18
if
Drake name on your face.
If you're an athlete or if you're gonna be selling drugs, you're gonna be doing that for the rest of your life. If you're gonna be rapping, you better be rapping for the rest of your life. Whatever avenue you're in, that's people that's not required any level of professionalism. Go ahead and
find an ill ass transition.
Oh yeah,
because that ain't where it's at. If you ask me, man, I think that's real extreme.
Yeah.
But you had anything else?
Nah. Just I guess it's looking like it's hip hop now to do that. Like I'm seeing, it's the thing to.
I guess it's a new trend that both you and I probably never understand. But I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
I definitely don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Swiss Beats. He graduated from Harvard Business School. That's definitely a good move and something that's commendable, especially since it seems like education is not being pushed to a lot of the youth in the hip hop culture. But even that, you think if Swiss Beats graduated from Bethune-Cookman or from FAMU School of Business, you think that he would have got a lot of respect or recognition for that?
Yeah, I think he would have.
You think he could? You think he would have?
I think he would have. You don't think so?
I think they put it out there a little bit more because it's Harvard.
Yeah. Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think if he wasn't Swiss Beats, he'd have been in Harvard anyways. Like, you gotta pay that money. You gotta, whatever.
True.
Whatever it is came with that degree, bro. Like, it's not for the average man to obtain.
Definitely, man. I'm trying to think of anything else that I really.
Yeah, man. World's first human head transplant is a success.
Oh shit! That happened.
That happened.
I heard about that. I didn't hear about it happening.
Yeah,
but it happened.
18-hour surgery. That happened. How do we feel?
Is that nigga walking?
I don't know, man. It just says it's a success. I heard about it yesterday. I was reading on it. But like,
it says, but there are huge red flags.
Yeah, whatever red flag. I'm just wondering why we trying to transplant human heads though. Like, how we skip that? Like, we have people that is suffering from spinal injuries that can't walk anymore.
I got 2 words for you.
Yeah,
get out.
Right. They trying to figure. That's exactly how I felt.
You got rich people that's gonna be here auctioning off you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be here forever. Like, freaking Dwayne The Rock Johnson is gonna turn up missing, and then Walt Disney is gonna come out swole.
Yes.
Walt Disney still come out like with his head and a rock body. Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly
man, like,
what it's gonna be.
Yeah, but how do we like? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many paraplegics out there. Like, how do you just skip? Because in order to transplant a human head, you have to, sever all the nerves and reconnect all the tendons.
The head is severed from the body with a sharpened up weapon.
Like, 10 seconds. Like, if we give you a final message and when you get the hell, you can tell them. Yo, shout out to cannabis, man. Yeah. But yeah, like, how do we skip that? Like, how do we skip like all the things that curing cancer, AIDS?
That shit don't matter, man.
None of that matters. We just gonna transplant heads now.
I could get a new body now, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm rich enough,
exactly,
I can get a new body.
Y'all gonna be dealing with Donald Trump forever, bro.
I ain't got to cure no cancer. I can find me a nice 21-year-old, kidnap that nigga, put him on the table next to me,
hit him with the teacup, and then swap that over. Now I got a big dick. And I can run really fast. Yeah, man. And I still look like me. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yo, that's wild, man.
That's some wild shit, boy.
Wow.
Wild, man. Damn, I ain't expect that, man.
All right, man. So that's the shit I don't like, man. What's that shit you don't like, Dub?
Oh man, I got to think about that for a second. Did you have one
I
prepared?
ain't much think about it either, man. But I guess I could. Let me see. What's that shit I don't like, man? I don't know, man. I guess I wasn't prepared for that shit I don't like this week.
I don't know. I don't like haters, nigga.
I mean, who does? I mean, no. You know what? I like haters. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, like if nobody's hating on you, then how do you know you're doing something right?
Who was that nigga on the? I think he was on a BT thing where he was saying, "Hey, I love all my haters. They make me seem greater."
Yeah.
Some dumb shit like
if
that.
You ain't, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta have some haters, man.
You know what? I think I got one right now that I just thought of. I just finished watching season finale of Queen Sugar. Dope show. Mm-hmm. It's 2 seasons, and if y'all get a chance, binge watch it. You know what I mean? You can go on demand and check it out. Really good show. That's that. There ain't much more about it I can say about that. But that's that shit I don't like. In the show, the shorty in the show had a baby and basically put it on another nigga without him knowing if this was actually his child. So right now it's in limbo. Like he ain't do a DNA test or anything like that. So, you know what I mean? Of course, if your girl, your wife or whatever come up to you and they say, oh, you know, little Junior might not be yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How are you going to feel, 1, towards that woman and 2, towards that child?
Yeah.
Which in the show, I think the child is like around 8 years old now.
Yeah.
So now you done raised this kid for 8 years and you find out that biologically this is not your child. So that's that shit I don't like. I don't like women that's out here putting kids on dudes that's not theirs. And even in certain states, because your name is on the birth certificate.
Give me a jacket. Man, nah, I take it.
Exactly. In other states, in some states, just because your name is on the birth certificate, regardless if it's your biological child or not,
it's yours.
It's yours. You got to pay child support, all that shit, blah 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 blah. So that's that shit I don't like, man. Y'all don't give man jacket.
Yeah, man, don't give mine jacket.
Man, your man's not hot.
Mine's not hot. Never hot. 1, 2, 3. Shit, man. Yeah, I don't really got nothing for y'all this week. That's that shit on. Like, I'll catch up back with y'all next week, man. But, man, felt like it was another great episode of Bootleg Cable Podcast, man. How you felt about that?
Oh, definitely.
All right, man. Awesome. So, like, I guess we always say, guys, please click, like, subscribe,
and share with your peoples. Hit that thumbs up button,
man.
Hit that like, that heart, that whatever. When we post something, man, just if y'all support what y'all rock with what we doing, share it, like
man.
it,
use the hashtag
comment on
Bootleg Cable Podcast. Just use the hashtag Bootleg Cable Podcast anytime you go on Twitter or on Instagram. You know what I mean? Let's tag us in something. Let's give us that exposure that we need to propel ahead, man. Because
definitely,
you know what I'm saying. I feel like we keep coming with dope content. And we keep coming with the dope podcast. So help us get to where we need to be.
And the reason why we always say that is because it's not like we were. You got some people that was a celebrity or they had like a platform or something like that where it's just like, all right, let me just jump in, let me just start doing a podcast. Like, we 2 regular dudes,
right?
Hardworking dudes,
true. That's true.
From the ground up.
From the ground up. So we don't have that exposure where we could be like, all right, let me invite my friend Denzel Washington could do an episode. And
he gonna tell everybody.
About it. Nah. Yeah, bro. Like, they just think about it. If you're the common person, just like we are. If you were trying to do something, like, how would you want somebody else to help you or aid you? You know what I mean? Get your shit rocking. So
definitely.
Hey, like we were just saying on the podcast, man, show others love, not just the people that's close to you, man, but we gotta show each other in the world love.
True.
So show us some love, man. Go ahead and put us out there. And if you have anything to add to the podcast or you want us to talk about anything on the podcast, please go ahead and hit us up at gmail.com. That's bootlegcablepodcast@gmail.com. Anything you want to talk about, we will read it off right there and we'll talk about it for you. So go ahead and hit us up on gmail.com. That's bootlegcablepodcast@gmail.com.
Shit,
all right, man.
Bootleg Cable Podcast.
If you can't spell that,
something wrong with your ass.
And it's bootleg.
Ain't nothing fake about it.
We out.
Deuces.